Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today we're in downtown Kato Paphos, and we're going to go for a little walk along the Kato Paphos promenade. But before we go, the watching Receiver booth is thinking about jumping in the sea, or maybe not.
Hello everybody! How nice to see you again and again. How nice to observe you all and meet you all.
Right, come on Receiver booth, let's get down the Kato Paphos promenade, and as we go we're going to show you some of the spectacality, some of the bars, some of the restaurants, some of the kiosks and some of the shops along the way. But most of all, we're going to show you something that is a view to die for. Have a look at that. Absolutely spectacular. And there's some of the greatest rock formations, we believe, along the Paphos coastline. They truly are beautifully formed, weathering away over hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years. So this is the downtown Kato Paphos promenade. Have a look at that. There's a hustle, there's a bustle, there's a vibe, but at the same time there's a niceness and a tranquilness. It's somewhere that's safe, it's somewhere that's calm, and it's somewhere that's very, very kind. It's a place where you can bring your family, your children, and you don't have to worry about anything. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at the lighting in the roof of this bar. It truly, truly is a very, very nice bar. You recognise these people? You all right? Good? There we are. We met them people actually outside this bar only a couple of days ago. So they obviously like this bar, and, well, we can understand why they like it. This part here is being refurbed as well. It's having, as I say, a lick, not just of paint. It's having some concrete put in, it's having some more woodwork put in. They even fenced that one off, they're going to concrete that one and put a little barrier around it, so we're told. And a diving area. And they're going to tidy all this area up as well, this unevenness. As we can see, if we look over here, we've actually completed this part of the project. If you stick with us, if you understand, that is now a new concrete bay, which makes it all nice and even and level. And there is a stairway down to the pool, because obviously it is quite rocky. But once you're down there, well, that is some of the calmest waters in the whole of the Mediterranean area, that is for sure. Receiver the booth?
I believe it's a very good idea to put the steps down, because under the steps is a huge rocks.
Yeah.
And it was dangerous.
It is, yeah. Paphos is a beautiful coastline. It really, really is a beautiful coastline. But some of its beauty is created by the rock formations. We don't tend to have very, very beautiful sandy beaches, but we have these beautiful rock formations. But the sea is beautiful, it's calm, it's healing. And again, they are putting in some concrete bays to make this into a nice level area. Again, you'll be able to sunbathe or dive in. And then this is an olden bath idea from olden times. So this place is sort of encased in concrete. Very, very nice indeed.
Somebody left the glasses, I'm afraid.
Someone's left their sunglasses, but you can be assured in this town they'll probably still be there in the morning. So when the person comes back, they'll get their sunglasses. It's that kind of town, if you understand. Crime is very, very low. I'm not going to say it doesn't exist. There's a lot of petty crime, that sort of stuff around, as there is everywhere in the world. But crime like mugging, robberies, gun robberies, that sort of stuff, that doesn't happen in Cyprus, that's for sure. Anyway, there's the view on a brighter note. Absolutely spectacular view. And I can see in the viewfinder, even as it starts to go dark, it's beautiful. There's a calmness and a tranquility to the sea. There's a couple of ships out yonder, and it is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Receiving a booth?
We are lucky, aren't we, Mr. Paul? We are lucky. We are living in such a lovely place, and the climate is soft, and the people are quite friendly, I would say, yeah?
Yeah, I would say overall, yeah. It's a very, very friendly place. It's a place where all sorts of nationalities mix, from the local Cypriots to a lot of Greeks that come over looking for work. Then we have a lot of our Syrian friends who've come from Syria or Kurdistan. They're often very, very good workers, very, very hard workers. And then after all that, then you have the mix of all the foreigners from the British, huge amount of British obviously, lots of Scottish, lots of Welsh like myself, and a lot of Irish. And on top of that, you then have Russians, Ukrainians, they're not at war. And then we have various other nationalities as well. Believe it or not, there's quite a few Portuguese here. I don't really understand that, but there is quite a few Portuguese that come here. And there's many other nationalities from Latvia, Slovakia, Poland, and so forth. It really is a mix. And obviously the commonality of language, well, it's the language that I'm gifted to be my first and only language, English. So if you come to downtown Kato Paphos and you only speak English, that's all you need to speak.
Yeah,
Receive your booth?
You don't have any problem. You just need to speak English.
Yeah. The #1 language in the world without trying to insult anyone except for the French. Anyway, there we go. Look at the view. This is what we call the, well, little beach halfway along the Kato Paphos promenade. Many people recognise it if they've been here before, and out over there is a wonderful rock formation, and there's one of the boats coming back in. And there is the castle in the distance as its lights are starting to glow around its outer perimeter walls. And as you can see, the harbour lights are starting to come on. And it's getting a little bit busy. It's hustling and it's bustling. Let me show you. This is when it really starts to come alive. This is when the sunbathing time is done. Now it's time to go out, eat, drink and party. Or just relax and have fun, take selfies, talk on your mobile phone to your friends, whether they're at home or whether they're here. And there's lots of places we can go and buy things as well, which is the reason why Miss Oching Receiving a Booth loves to wander around here at night, because all of the shops are open and they're all open to around about 10 o'clock. So it's a very dangerous. She did. Is it nice, LaBouffe?
Oh,
yes?
It's, mwah.
Yes. So, tomorrow we're actually going to go and, well, Miss Oching Receiving LaBouffe is going to try out her new swimwear. It fits very nicely. I have checked it in all shapes and sizes. I've checked it properly to make sure the fit is very, very good. And then we are going to go tomorrow out to the Coral Bay area, and we're going to make a special video for a very special lady. So if you are watching Miss Kennedy, tomorrow we are going to go to the Coralia Beach area. We're going to go to the Coralia Hotel and Apartments. We're going to go see the Coralia Beach. And in tribute to Mr. and Mr. Payne, Simon and Jeremy, we understand that Coral Bay has a place in your heart. So we're going to go and do the Coral Bay Beach, and we're probably even going to have a little walk around the exterior of a rather nice blue bungalow in downtown Coral Bay. Receive it a bit?
To be honest, all the sites and all the seasides are beautiful. Some people love Coral Bay, some people love Paphos sites, and some people love Limassol.
Yeah, everyone's got their favourites. Yeah, everyone's got their favourites. I think often it's where you first perhaps came for your first holiday or your first experience to a country, in this case Cyprus. So that's the place, if you had a good time, that you remember, and that place has a soft spot in your heart, so therefore you will return. So in the case of Mr. and Mr. Payne, Jeremy and Simon, Coral Bay obviously has a place in your heart, so that's where you're going to go. Now, Miss Kennedy that I was just talking about, I understand that you probably have not been to certainly Coral Bay area before, because otherwise you wouldn't have asked us to ever walk around the hotel. So hopefully we can find something that's going to intrigue you, and hopefully when you come here you'll have a splendid holiday, and hopefully you'll return again and again and again. But look at that view. That is a view to die for. Now, Miss Oching Receiving a Booth is trying to monkey about. As usual. There we go. For some reason, Miss Oching Receiving a Booth has decided that the promenade is not the way that she wants to walk. She wants to walk on the rocks, correct?
Yeah, when I don't wear the high heels, it's better.
Right, so wait for me. I'll go down and join Miss Oching Receiving a Booth, and we will walk along the rocks. Take it away.
Wow.
Ah, now you're thinking.
We are in trouble.
No, go, keep going. So as you've come to understand, when Mr. Paul and Miss Oching Receiving a Booth take you for a walk along the Kato Paphos promenade, we do it in a totally different way. One, because we're, well, a little bit more energetic than most other channels, and on top of all of that, we're that little bit more stupid. There we go. So let's see if we can stick with the booth as we get our little twinkle toes that little bit damp.
No, it's very slippery. Go back.
Up you get the booth.
Yes, I will go up from here.
Miss Oching Receiving a Booth, as usual, has completely and utterly lost orientation. This could be fun. Look at that.
What? My knees.
There we go. Doesn't get any more stupid than that, does it? There we go. Take the camera, LaBouffe.
I will see how you're gonna do it now.
There we go.
Man is man. Luckily, they don't have.
Please forgive our stupidity. There we go. Everyone understands that we are completely and utterly stupid. But hold on a minute. We've missed the #1 Gumbaru, and his name is Konstantinos, because Miss Watching Receiving a Booth took us on a detour. There he is, with his wonderful wife, Miss Katerina. And Miss Katerina is obviously deep in conversation with her sister, correct? Is it your sister? Thought so.
My sister.
Yes, yes. So she's in conversation with her sister. I can tell she's almost as beautiful as Miss Katerina. Almost, but not quite. Busy? Yeah? Good. Excellent. We'll leave her to have a conversation with her sister back in Greece, and we'll see what Miss Jenny has to say. Mark's got my hat. You all right? Busy?
Yeah, busy.
Yeah. What time are you going to close?
Today at 10:30.
At 10:30.
10:30, yeah.
So, Mr. Jamie, this is the young lady that did the braid in your daughter's hair last night.
The best is in Paphos.
She is the best. Yes, she is the best. She's a lovely lady, actually. And every year she comes out, and every year she sets up. Now, here is Mr. Chris. And he sells Mediterranean sea sponges. And as we can see, because I can see that that one has gone down quite a lot, he has sold quite a few. Yes, please, Mr. Chris. You all right? And now, there is his son's business, which is called Into the Blue. And it's a diving centre. Now, there's a new flyer here, which I'm going to show you on camera, and I'm going to try and read it to stop you pausing it. And it's got 1 site, 2 sites, 3 sites. Okay, right. So, if you go snorkeling at 1 site, the price is from €45. If you want to go to 2 sites, the price is from €75. And then we've got disc and viber scuba diving, 20 metres, 50 metres. Right, €65 for that course. And then there's various packages along the top there. But if you don't want to pause the video, you can just go on to the internet, obviously, and Into the Blue CY is the guy. He's also on TripAdvisor. He's PADI registered, and his name is Mike. And he's a really nice guy, and he speaks even better English than his son. That's Mr. Hector. There he is. And Mr. Hector, he does caricatures and he does little art, and on top of all that, he does portraits. So, if you want a caricature, that's around about €20, and if you want one of these portraits, about €80, yeah?
80 for kids.
Yeah, 80 for the child. What about the dog? What about the dog? What?
Maybe 100. Every dog
100.
is different.
Every dog's different, and every dog wants to pay a different
I
price.
didn't know that the dogs have money.
Yeah. So that dog is quite a big dog, and he only charged him €60 because that dog threatened to bite him. So he did a very nice job of him. Thanks, Mr. Hector. See you later. Bye. He's a nice guy. He really is a nice guy, and he always has that smile on his face, and he always wants to laugh and make fun. He speaks very good English, as you could hear and understands. He speaks fluent Greek, not that that's any use to us, and he speaks fluent Russian as well, because he's of Russian descent. Now, here is another young lady that does braids, and as you can see, she is in operation, and they are choosing the beads to put into her hair. So this is a little lady that's very, very spoilt indeed, because she's already had an umbrella, and now she's having her hair braided as well. Absolutely wonderful. There, she's spoilt for choice. She's choosing. There we are. She's in operation, and she's going to get done by the Bulgarian mafia. But she's a very nice young lady. You all right? Good? Yes. Big smile on her face. Lovely. What a lovely young girl. So she's having a wonderful holiday in downtown Kato Paphos. Now, we're now about to come up to the hairiest man in the whole of the Paphos district, if not the world. And his name is Mr. Yanis, and there he is.
Hairiest man is sexist.
He's the hairiest man in the world. In the world. Not too bad. You been busy?
To be honest, it's quiet. Last night was busy.
Last night, okay. So last night was busy. Today's a bit quieter. It's to do with changeovers, people coming in, people going out. Anyway, that's what he does. He promotes the Blue Lagoon cruises. So you've got 3 daily cruises, 1 in the morning, afternoon, 1 at sunset. There's the prices.
If you go alone, adult children, if you go with the transfer, this is the...
So the transfer means getting collected from
and
your
also
hotel.
this is my phone number for this.
And there's
This
his
is
phone
barbecue,
number.
food, drink, music in the boat.
Right.
In the Blue Lagoon, in the Lachi.
So this boat goes to Lachi and you get to eat.
Telephone number for the girlfriend.
No, for the girlfriends I find from the Jeep Safari, from the tours. I don't know.
Don't listen to what he said. He's lying.
Drink something?
No, he always offers you a drink. So whenever you come past, if ever you want a drink, just stop here and he will offer you a drink. He also promotes the Elvis Jeep Safari, which takes you on a Land Rover, and it takes you whizzing around between 6 and 11 in the back of a Land Rover, because that's what it holds maximum. And you go off around, and you actually stop at the Adonis Baths, and you get to go and watch the spectacality of the Adonis Baths. I'm losing my English. Baths waterfalls.
Thank you very much for the video.
Say goodnight, Mr. Yanis. Hairiest man in the whole of Paphos.
Would you like to drink something?
On the way back. See, he always wants to offer you a drink. He must be a very, very rich man. Thanks, Mr. Yanis. See you later. He's a lovely guy. He really, really is. And he's been here. He's been on this beachfront promoting those cruises and those Jeep safari tours, as they call them, since I arrived in Cyprus. And I've been here for 15 years now. I could have committed mass murder and been out, but guess what? It's not that bad a place, so I am still here. Now, this one is the wood kiosk. And at the end of the wood kiosk, we are going to show you a spectacular view, so please stay with us. Here it comes. The greatest view in the whole of the Paphos district. You can now see the fort or the castle with the pink lights, and the harbour lights are on, and you get this beautiful, beautiful glow. Look at that. Absolutely a view to die for. Truly is spectacular. Receiving a booth?
I believe we should go on one of those boats very soon.
Very soon we will.
And we should go to see the turtles. That's many things to see. And I believe that every time we're going to take you, our lovely people, the people who are watching us are the best people in the world. Thanks very much for watching us, and see you next time.
All that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, and if you do like what you see, please hit the like, click subscribe, and come back for some more of our madness. I will leave you with the beauty and the tranquility as it goes dark across the blue sea from the Kato Paphos promenade all the way down to the harbour. Thanks for watching.